That game company's Sky, Children of the Light, launches on iOS devices next week. Due to the pedigree, you guys will know that the team is known for making beautiful, emotional experiences, with Flower and Journey being some examples, and this looks to be the same. However, there's more of a social aspect which looks interesting.
Stay close to me. Mom, Dad, Florin. We need to make sure they're okay. Mommy and Daddy aren't coming. Who else could you possibly count on?
Talk about a living nightmare. I can't believe they've escaped.
Clea is a horror game which, according to the developer, has no jump scares but is relying more on skill and atmosphere. The survival management RPG Dead in Vinland makes the jump to Switch and sports impressive art, deep management and progression systems, as well as turn-based combat. Very well received on Steam, so it should be alright if the port is good. The Mega Man-inspired Metaloid Origin also makes it to Switch, and is a very blatant tribute to that series, only with 3 playable characters.
I'm not one of your pets, Professor!
Stop grumbling, intern. Attention! I'm the Peacemaker Hugo Khan. You're all now detained.
Become the most epic intern of all time!
Aurora Station has been affected. The damage is catastrophic.
There I go.
Professor Lupo and his horrible pets is from the developer of the beautiful puzzle platformer Nihilumbra, and is a puzzle adventure game about avoiding and using aliens to clear the level and to get to your objective.
Intern, those holes weren't made by missiles. Run! Get out of...
A puzzle gamer's dream.
Fire, metal, and escape was my way of life.
That's the intern life, I guess. Professor Lupo and his horrible pets.
Good evening, General Akamoto. We regret to inform you that you are dead. Japan's mightiest general, stabbed in the back on the eve of your greatest battle. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You've won a one-way trip to the samurai afterlife.
The excellent Undead Samurai turn-based tactics game Skulls of the Shogun makes the launch on Switch and is a strategy game which I adore. I love the theme and setting, as well as the upgrade system for your unit the more enemies that they kill, so check it out since it is a little bit of an older title that you guys might have missed.
Welcome to your doom.
Vektor Wars is a first-person shooter with vector graphics that looks simple but fun. The overlooked Metroidvania, Aggelos, makes the launch on consoles and looks as if it was plucked straight straight out from the 16-bit era. The Metroidvania elements are excellent, and one can certainly see the influence of games like Wonder Boy, Zelda 2 or Symphony of the Night here.
A long time ago, a bunch of aliens had crash-landed on an unknown planet. Looking for help, they knocked at a nearby castle and tried their luck. Sadly, things did not work out, and instead they were captured and forced to do the hardest work and even clean the whole castle. But one day, they did not want to put up with it anymore, and they finally decided to break out on an adventure rotating out of the castle.
Alien Escape is a cute, gravity-shifting puzzle game which I have been following on Twitter for quite a while and has you rotating the level in order to get to the exit. Glue, water, portals and other traps and hazards vary up the experience, but it should be a neat little puzzle game. EarthX is basically Elon Musk's SpaceX simulator, where you start from scratch and attempt to build the largest rocket company in the world. I really love the low poly look and am intrigued by the management sim features. The hyper-stylized baseball fighting game, Little League Blaze, makes the launch on Switch and has you accelerating a baseball and using it to hit your opponent. The speeds that the ball can get to is pretty insane, and with a variety of fun characters, Candyman being the prime example, this is a great and unique fighting game.
I made that look good.
Since Square Enix isn't making the Go series of games anymore, indie developers have started to fill that void, and Spy Tactics is one such game. Perhaps a most direct parallel to Hitman Go, I like the jazzy soundtrack and the era piece that the game is set in. The Super Crate box, like Super Mutant Alien Assault, is yet another port to Switch, and is an intense arena action platformer with gorgeous pixel art and fast-paced action. With an element of procedural generation to the levels, you never quite know what you are going to get, and the variety of weapons from lightsabers to grenades look quite fun. Great fit for the platform. Streets of Rogue hits 1.0 and will launch on all modern consoles, and is a top-down roguelite with a huge variety of classes and ways to go about your mission in an almost open-world GTA kind of fashion. People absolutely love this game, and the 1.0 release is a great time to jump in. For more upcoming indie game new releases, check out the previous video or click on the recommended playlist, and I will see you after the jump.